this for myself. All right, thank you so much for being here tonight. This is, I haven't done an angel circle in a while. My own energy has been, the frequency has been getting higher and higher. I'm going to speak to you all as if you have some experience with angels. Even if you've thought about them and you work with them a little bit, as opposed to somebody else who's maybe done it for 10 years, it really doesn't matter. When I use the names of certain archangels, let it just penetrate you. Let it just resonate for you how it might. Whatever emotions come up, that's fine. What my intention tonight is to set you on your way. So it was called empowerment and mastery for a reason. You know, if you haven't noticed, most people, most human beings right now are walking around like an upset ready to happen. Like people are upset. We might even be that way. It's like the nature of human beings right now. And then there are a few people who we might say, if they're enlightened, well, they practice a lot of how to be peaceful. That's just the difference. It's totally possible. And why I like teaching about angels and connecting with angels, because the specific energy, regardless of your background of religion and whatnot, the energy is like pure gold, pure sunlight, pure love. And when you learn to tap into it on a daily basis, it's like the best vitamin you can take. It's like the best resource you can tap into. So empowerment and mastery with the angels would be connecting with them on a daily basis, learning about them in ways that might make you feel more trusting and confident. But it really is about how can we be that human being that's not going to be the one that reacts? Not easy. Or if we react, how do we get back to center as soon as possible? About a year ago, I started an art project called Jobutsu, which is the name of my cat that passed away. And what Jobutsu means in Japanese, I'm half Japanese, is enlightenment in this lifetime. Little did I know, once I chose that topic, I was really going to get, I'm going to let Andrew in here. Once I chose that topic, that my life was going to really show me everything that wasn't peaceful. So that's what started happening. So if I didn't have a lot of angel circles, or I didn't have regular broadcasting on my podcast, I think that's where Julia found me, or many of you may have found me. It's because I've had a lot of stuff come up for me in the past couple of years, and most of it has had to do with family, things that I thought I had really handled. So I've been doing angel work specifically since 2012. I've taken a lot of courses on how to be like personal development courses since I'm 28, and now I'm like 69. So like 40 years, I've been taking a lot of courses. Also, I could be a better sister, a better daughter, a better wife. And you guys, I'm done. Meaning what I saw was there's a lot of who they are is not going to change. And I who I am, I really, as the oldest child and big sister, I really wanted things to be different in my family. And I share this with you because if you have something, and some of us have some issue with a family member, a coworker, or something in life that we really want to try to change, overcome, we all have to go through our path. We all have to go through our journey. But lately, the angels are teaching me to like walk away. No, I will be in touch. I love them, but I'm going to focus on myself. I came to New York City in June 1st, 1977, from Ohio. And without my family's blessings, for sure. They said, you're going to go to New York and become a prostitute. I don't know. That was their blessing. What did I end up? I ended up finding out that I had alcoholism in me. yeah, there's alcoholism in my family. They don't see it, but because I came to New York, I was able to find someone to help me see this personality issue that I had with the allergy, right? So I share this because June 1st to me is my day I stepped into my life I needed some distance. And sometimes when we have to take a new step in our lives, we need to have that courage to create that distance. For me, it was easy. I had a lot of friends that were in New York City from my college. I was a modern dancer and they were all here. So I came because of the arts. I've stayed and never looked back. And I share this because we, as human beings, we all may have some difficulty making changes. And these changes may stem from very deep, deep connections of wanting to be validated, loved, appreciated by people close to us. And sometimes our purpose in this lifetime is to be very different from our family, very different. And in angel work and spiritual systems, there's also something called the Akashic records. We very well may be from another solar system. We may be from a whole nother energy family. I'm not going to go into that too much right now, but when we learn to know that who we are is perfect, who we are is perfect. And we're perfect in how we see things so differently than people around us. And we're perfect in how we experience life, so different than a lot of people around us. So I share this because it takes a lot of courage to connect with angel energy, because when you really deeply connect with it, you're going to be given opportunities to see where you need to step into new doors. So it's great because some people think, well, angels, and I'm just going to feel good all the time. What you'll feel often is uncomfortable because you grant the angels permission to help you with your life purpose. Help you with your life purpose. And for many of it is to be free. Not every human being walking around on the planet today is conscious that they want to be free. To them, it doesn't even exist. What exists for them is more material things, more holding on, versus many of us experience the desire to have more of an open heart, more of an openness, more connection. Some of us, including myself, even believe they can see a world without war, which will piss many people off, like in my family. I actually can see a world that has peace. I used to think it was going to be sooner than later. But my friends, it may be 500 years before there's a world where there's no war. In terms of pure time, that's not a lot of time. We won't be here, but I think we'll be witnessing it from above, or even we'll be reincarnated to continue our service. So I envision a world with peace. I envision a world where we love one another, period. And not everybody can even fathom that as an idea. Because first, we're going to have to deal with our own families, like where's the world peace with our families, right? So I feel that I can do the best work when I finally realized, oh, my family is toxic. Like I don't even like that word, but it's that when people choose not to hear, the quote I saw today is, it's quicker to switch on your light than to fight the dark. It's quicker to switch on our light than fight the dark. So here I was trying to argue a lot of things with my family, with politics and whatnot. And the truth is, as long as I turn on my own light, I don't even have to engage in conversations that are going to not go anywhere. So I wanted to share a little bit about what I'm going through. And the other thing is, for the past almost 30 years, you guys, since I came to New York, one of the things I did was, through being a modern dancer, I found out that angels sent me to take acting classes. I'm like, what? I'm scared to death to speak in public. And through the acting classes, I ended up just all of a sudden in the 90s starting to book work. Now it was background work, but all of a sudden I had a paycheck. I was working on all the soap operas, and I was working on, every Law and Order on TV and every SNL, and I was working a lot. The phone calls were just coming. So I just fell into it. And then I got into something called stand-in work, where you stand in for celebrities. So I'm standing in for people who are, for J-Lo, for, you name the celebrity. I'm standing in for them, reading their speeches. And I even stood in for the person who is now the CEO of Twitter. And I worked for her for 5 years before Elon Musk appointed her CEO of Twitter. And I share that because that's my energy. My energy was that I could speak her language. So she recently left NBC and became head of Twitter. Now, why I share that? Because I kept following my energy. My energy kept increasing. But what I had to do recently was step away from standing in the light of other people, because I know it was the end of it. And for other people who are already stars or even sub-stars, small stars on Broadway, it's not a big deal. But for me, coming from a very dysfunctional family, being extremely shy, couldn't even open my mouth in high school or in college. There I have been able to be on stage at Radio City. And yeah, I'm reading other people's speeches and I'm standing in for them, but it changed my energy. And now I've stepped into a whole new part of my life that I'm not quite sure what it's going to be, but I'm not afraid to put down that paycheck. That's what I'm trying to say. So sometimes when you energetically something's finished for you, it really is, to the point where you just can't do it anymore. It's not like one day you'll kind of know. You're going to feel it like it's time to move on. I share that because when we work with the angels, don't be afraid of stepping into the unknown. Don't be afraid to step in, and follow the guidance, which will lead you to do things that you may never, ever, ever thought you would do. But it takes courage to step into it. And meaning step into it is apply for that position you've been thinking about, make that change. And many, many times go against traditions and family. Yes, it's ancestral patterns. It's time to let go. Why? Because you guys are bigger. We are bigger than just the placement of the birth of who we are in this family, in our families. We're there, and it's an incredible place to be, but we're also placed on this earth at this time to be an energy for other people also. So I just share a little bit about that. If you have any questions, you can email me about it, but that's where I'm at right now. And yeah, June 1st is my liberation of stepping into the unknown. I came to New York with $100, no job, kind of a place to live on somebody's couch for a little while. And from there, things just kept going. Not always easy, but I'm so grateful. I listened to that little whisper in my head that said, you have to do this. So if you're getting any type of whisper in your ear, like you have to do this, that's what it's real. There's nobody else, no other thing really supporting you. The universe is really, really supporting you so that you can enjoy and really have a life that's really, really fulfilling. And you may have a type of joy that some of the people in your family may never experience, but that's their karma. That's their choice. That's their pattern. That's what they chose to go through. Okay. So here are your cards for the channeled messages for the group today. And it really does talk about like what I've been talking about right now. The first card was step into the spotlight. So how you see your spotlight is, it's as if, you can see it, she's so in the spotlight that she's filled with light. It's your spotlight. It's your light. It's the light surrounding you. So here it says, you have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. So the world is waiting for leaders like you. It's time for you to write, speak, teach, or otherwise share your vision. You are past the need to take more classes, read more books, or increase your knowledge. Now that's if you've been studying and preparing. If you haven't been studying, preparing, it means to go ahead and take that step, right? So your time of learning from mentors is nearly complete, and your time to become an inspiration to others is at hand. You're ready. So some of us have had experiences that we know when we share with others are gonna like just light them up. Like I turned down working at the Tony Awards this year again, which I've been doing for like 20 years here in New York City. All the Broadway shows have X little parts of it that they put into this show, and it's a lot of fun. You're with a lot of celebrities, but I was finished. It's like I couldn't do it anymore. And I offered it to 2 other women, and they were overjoyed to do it. So when we close a door, somebody else would just love to take on that next light. So, whatever we're doing, it's a job. We may, as we move into the next thing, someone else will love to take that thing that we've been doing. So I am using my sword of light, it's Archangel Michael, to clear away all your fears and uncertainties about what you can or cannot do. I know you may feel nervous, but try to focus on the excitement it brings when you consider how much help you can be to others. Now ask your guardian angels and me to calm your jitters and reassure you that you really are prepared to take on this beautiful life purpose. So the light of the divine is shining down upon you. Have total confidence in yourself and get out there and change the world. Now, again, you don't have to be a teacher. You don't have to have a podcast, or maybe you want to. It's not that hard to do. Or it could be anything. Write your book, or even, it could be anything. It could be anything. And so the next card, I was guided to choose a card from the crystal mandala. So it's the Tiger's Eye gemstone, Tiger's Eye. And I know I've talked about this before on one of my angel circles. The Tiger's Eye stone, if you have one, hold on to it sometimes. So we bring you the gift of the tiger spirit rising. You are being empowered with the truth more potent than fear. Your spirit is rapidly expanding beyond what opinion and logic can contain. It needs to be free to run wild with divine grace in the world. Your life, your destiny, your divine fulfillment requires that you have the courage to roar for love, to refuse to be put down, to respect yourself, and to let your untamed, loving heart be set free. And your spirit contains a field of divine electricity through your body and mind that can liberate others from conformity and social conditioning, allowing them to break away from systems based in control and fear. As your tiger spirit rises, you excite and empower the tiger spirit in others to rise above conditioning as they discover the wild divine spirit being they are in truth. So when we embrace our own power, we inadvertently, automatically allow that energy to be available for other people, period. So when we take the courage to share, to step into a whole new energy, our frequency changes. And then when we're with other people, who they know us to be is that energy, that frequency. Most people don't have the courage to do that. As I started this today, I was saying, Andrew, before you came in, was that people are walking around upset. They're an upset waiting to happen. That's it. People are all walking around upset. What a delightful energy to walk in and not be that. Now, it takes practice, but it's totally doable. It takes practice to be someone who's not going to be easily reactivated, and to be able to own that you're upset and that you don't really want to be upset. So you'll be responsible and do something about your upset. That's how we work with Archangel Michael and the archangels. They help us clear the upset. They help us clarify it so that we can let it go. Most human beings will go to their grave with their upset and identify with their upset. That's it. You'll go to the funeral and you will hear about who these people were and what they were upset about. And then there will be those people who you found out who ended up being contributions, people who really did contribute while they were living. And we all have that ability. We all have that ability. So with this tiger's eye again, when this oracle comes to you, there's an opportunity to break away from the tribe, to step into your divine destiny in a new way. In time, you will connect with a new conscious crew, but you may have to take some steps on your own for a while. It's going to take courage, but you have that in abundance. It may startle some people around you who don't understand why you're choosing this or even why. So you might not even know exactly why yourself. If you feel an instinct to grow, trust it. Trust it. Your wild tiger spirit is rising, and this lifting you out of the world you have known into a time of increasing vibrancy and radiant, loving life. Roar loud and proud. Your kindred tiger spirit souls will hear you and be drawn to your light. So again, when you shift your vibration to one of courage, shifting your frequency, you automatically start attracting that kind of people, that kind of energy. I know when I was dating, before I met my husband, my frequency was interesting, and it was really attracting a certain type of people. And when I shifted it, that's when I met my future husband, the one that we're going to be married now 34 years in June. So I did the work, and that's how I attracted him. So I call upon crystal angels, tiger's eye, and angel Agnaciel, the name of the archangel, who love me unconditionally. May all beings be liberated from the cages that confine their souls in fear. Through divine mercy and unconditional love, through my own fire, so be it. So those are the two starting messages for tonight. Now I have 3 cards from Angel Tarot, and this is going to be like the past, where you might have been, the past few months, or even yesterday, the present, and the near future, or even moving to the next 6 months. The first card is life experience. So we're really talking about having the courage to look at where have we been, what have we been doing, and a lot of us through the pandemic, which gave us like a rest moment, a moment to rest and take a look and sense, like, what do I want out of my life? Where have I been? Where would I like to go even? So you drew this card because a recent wake-up event has been a wake-up call for you to make some life changes. This may be a new revelation or something you've known that you've been procrastinating about. So now you realize that this situation cannot be ignored and action is necessary. This is a moment of freedom and awakening. The way you see yourself and the world has forever changed, bringing you growth and encouraging you to spread your wings. So allow these new insights to motivate you to embrace the path of your heart's true desires and your intuition. So this card is liberation, suddenly seeing the truth, rapid inevitable changes, and it says time running out. So I like this because it's about, if you can get a sense of urgency, like the more we wait, things don't really change. I mean, we wait to feel better. Things don't really change. Time just goes by. So Archangel Chamuel can help you find whatever you're seeking, including right relationships and a divinely guided career. So call upon Chamuel and then follow your intuition, which is the way angels speak to you. And the way I teach about finding your, listening to your intuition is that you're going to get messages. And the messages come by thoughts. Yeah, these thoughts. Angels are putting these thoughts into your head, feelings you have in your heart. Knowing, you just know, it's like a knowingness, cognizance. You know, seeing, you may even see visions of something and you may, whoa, that is what I really want. I want to live by the beach. I want to live by the mountains, or something is there. All of our senses are ways in which the angels work with us. So learning to trust these senses is really important. So this is a major card, life experience with Chamuel, meaning big changes can happen if you're ready. And when I say if you're ready, if you're willing to jump on the angel train, all right? And what do you have to do? Just say, yes, I'm ready. That's it. That's it. So then, awakening with Archangel Gabriel is the second card. Awakening. So first we have the life experience that we looked at. Now we have the awakening. It's time to review your plans according to this card and look at things from a new perspective. So ask yourself, is it possible that a different approach would work better? When I say different approach, you know, I'm really sensing the angels are saying it could be much easier than we think. Change can be much, much easier than we think. Although it may feel like events have come to a standstill, this is temporary. So make use of the extra time you've been given to rethink your strategies. You may need to step outside of the norm and the mainstream right now and embrace your unique and eclectic beliefs or attitudes. It's also a good time to be generous with your time, attention, and gifts. So this tithing is returned by the universe manyfold to you. So it's a time of epiphanies, selflessness, unexpected life changes. So this is like a theme with this angel circle. The need for patience and the power that lies in being oneself. Unusual solutions. Archangel Gabriel is the angel who helps people become divine messengers of love. When you speak, think, and feel from a place of love, others are irresistibly drawn to you. No, so it also talks about selflessness. So if you've done, I'll show you this card out. So if you've done volunteer work or charity work, the universe is watching. The angels are watching. You could be taking care of the environment, pets, stray pets. You know, that's one of my things, the stray animals that come to my porch. But take a look at where your heart is pulled. And if you've done a little bit of that giving of yourself, give a little bit more and see what it feels like. And it could just be helping someone who with something that you've gone through already, that it could make it easier for them. So the next card for our future card is the Magician with Archangel Raziel. And here, this card signals that it's the right time to begin new projects. So if you have any doubts about your ability to manifest your dreams, leave them behind. In fact, the more confidence you have, the more success you'll experience. So fortunately, the angels can boost your inner strength if you call upon them for your help. So talking about changes a lot here tonight. And most often, the first thing that comes up is a lot of fear. So that's why I work with the angels on a daily basis to like clear energetically the fear. Do I still have it? Yes. But am I immobilized and paralyzed by it? No. So it's almost impossible to completely have it leave us because we're human beings, we're alive, we're still in touch with survival. But the main thrust of being stopped is removed. We can actually turn that fear into excitement. So although you may not feel ready to move forward upon your path, you're actually more prepared than you realize. Your life experiences have trained you for this moment, and the opportunities available to you at this time are magical. It's not necessary to take on any more classes again or read any more books. The same thing we had before, which would delay you from walking through the door that's presently open for you. Take focused action with respect to any plans you may have been preparing for. No more procrastination, magical occurrences, concentrated efforts, unexpected resources. So when we show the universe that we're walking our talk and we mean business, be prepared for miracles to start happening. So this is a state that some people already know how to manifest this, so they just do it. But if you're new to it, that's how you do it. You got to like put your foot on the pedal, just got to get out there. And before you know it, the things start happening, things start happening. Magical occurrences, concentrated efforts. And Archangel Raziel is the wizard-like angel of spiritual secrets and mysteries who will open doors of opportunities for you. He'll also speed you along the pathway of manifestation, so you'll enjoy success much more quickly than logically seems possible. So archangels are, I like to call them, they're vibrational beings. They have frequencies. They're like different cable channels. This one will give you this program. This one will give you this program. This one will give you this program. So when we have Raziel is going to help us tap into those deep past life talents and wisdom. So, we come into this world and oftentimes we have dreams and we have some abilities, and we think, oh, well, everybody can do that. Well, not everybody really can. Like, I didn't know that when I was like 8 and 9 years old, I was writing music, and I stopped at about 10, but writing songs. And my husband, who's a chiropractor, but he also sings, he could show me a piece of music and I can repeat it immediately. And he said that was pretty amazing. I thought everybody could do that. So that's a talent I didn't even know was a talent, because again, I thought everybody could do that. So you and all probably have some talents that you're diminishing, that are valid, that are real. And if you don't know what they are, ask the angels to show you, and just be ready to be shown, and to see some circumstances and messages starting to come to you. You can talk to your angels just like I'm talking to you, from your mind, from your heart. If you're alone in your apartment, you can talk out loud, but that's how we do it. There's no special mantras. Mantras are great, special prayers are great, but you don't have to be that formal. So we have 3 cards that I'm sharing with you about major changes if you are willing and ready to be assisted and supported to take actions. So you just have to stop and think, what is it? What is it that I would like to create some momentum with? And if you don't know, again, sometimes our dreams have been buried. So I'm going to do now what I call the 12 chakra activation. I'm doing it a little differently than I have done it before, but we have energy all throughout our body. And we have chakras, which are energy centers. And when a certain energy center is blocked, we have less awareness there. And oftentimes people's heart chakra can be blocked because as human beings, we close our heart when we've had hurt, sadness, experiences where it was difficult to feel. So we just close down. So a lot of the work with the angels is about opening up the heart. It's very much like yoga. It's just opening up the heart. Or people who have difficulty using their throat. I did not know my throat chakra was so blocked. That's all it was. It was just blocked. And I could pinpoint some experiences from childhood where I probably shut down. But through guidance of the angels, I found the right teachers and whatnot. And before you know it, can't stop me from talking, you know? So that opened up the throat chakra. I think one of the chakras that was difficult for me was the third eye. I was afraid to see dead people. I don't really do mediumship, but I was afraid of spirituality in that regards because I think in another lifetime, I was very, very open, my third eye. But now I let that be, but I acknowledged that I was afraid to really open up my third eye. And some people have that. While I'm on that topic, if you have a quartz crystal, small one, if you want help opening the third eye, which helps you just be more intuitive, and then allowing also a tremendous amount of connection to your spirituality, you can take your crystal and just, I'm just grazing my skin right there, right? Basically, I'm like lifting the lid that's on the third eye, and that's all I'm doing. And you don't have to do it a lot. That pretty much says you're telling your third eye it's okay to see what you're going to see. And some of you might be clairvoyant and become mediums, which are people who can assist people who have crossed over. I'm not quite there yet. I don't do that, but I have friends who do that, and they're excellent. I sense them, but it's enough for me to see what's living right now, and I can see past lives. So let's just do the 12 chakra activation. You can do this in your mind's eye on your own. If you do this, what does it do? It's basically waking up the energy centers in your body. And when the energy is active in your body, there's flow. Basically, that's what it is. There's flow. And when you're grounded, anchored into the earth with your energy in your body, you feel safer. You don't feel like you're floating. You have less anxiety because you're anchored. It's like when you walk on the earth with bare feet on the grass or on the sand. You're anchoring yourself, right? You're anchoring. And when you're anchored, I really believe, truly anchored, and you let that energy be connecting to the deepest part of Mother Earth, going all the way up through your body, and then allowing that energy at the highest point come down through your body, flooding your body and expanding from you. That's it's an awesome way to be. Basically, you feel peaceful. You feel peaceful. So I'm welcoming one more person who just came in tonight. So here we're going to begin this. You can just take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Just get comfortable as we go through the 12 chakras to really connect, ground yourself, and light up your energy system so that you can experience more peace and sleep better, be more present in the world. So here we go. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Another deep breath in, deep breath out. Close your eyes and sense your full body filled with ascension light. That's the highest light available for human beings at this time on the planet. It is a golden orange energy filling your mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies, filling every cell. See it lighting up your whole body. We start with the 12th chakra today, the stellar gateway, which is 1 meter above your head. A bright gold chakra energy center. Archangel Metatron touches it to light it up, and it explodes full of light. It is fully activated. Take a few seconds to sense and feel this. And we allow the energy to move down Then we flow gently into the soul star, a foot above your head, a bright magenta with a hint of blue. Archangel Zadkiel and Mariel lights this up and activates it for you. Sense and feel this chakra light up and become fully activated. All of your previous wisdom of all your incarnations, special gifts and knowledge is centered here. Relax as it is activated. Just above your head, right above your head, is the causal chakra, like your own personal moon. Close your eyes and ask Archangel Christial to light it up and activate this for you. As this chakra illuminates, unicorns, archangels, and the divine feminine energy of the universe come into this center. All this light floods to every cell of your body. These three are the transcendent chakras. We now move to the crown chakra. Focus and sense and feel a tingling sensation on the top of your head, a bright gold energy intended to light up and fully be activated. See Archangel Jophiel fully opening it and illuminating your internal wisdom. Now we move down to your third eye, the seat of your creativity, how you project reality into the biosphere of your life. See it as a clear crystal ball. Allow it to be cleared if it's foggy. Archangel Raphael oversees the development of this chakra. Feel it light up and expand. Feel it clear, crystal clear. Now we're moving to your throat chakra, bringing your attention to the bright, royal, radiant blue energy. Throat chakra has become very powerful this past few years, since 2014. Every word we speak affects the vibration of the reality of everyone around us, people in our lives. Archangel Michael is here to light up our throat, and we ask him to cut any cords from past lives and agreements that we no longer need. And when you feel ready, Archangel Michael will stand back. And then we bring our attention to our heart center, the core of your ascension process. Sense this mighty, powerful chakra energy center. Feel it glowing a radiant, pure white light. It houses the higher dimension of the cosmic heart, Venus. Breathe into it. Archangel Christial, Shamuel, and the universal Mother Mary of these three levels, high, medium, and low. Breathe into this center as you feel it shoulder to shoulder. Breathe into it. And then we go to the solar plexus. Feel this fully activated. The quality of light in it is a bright golden disc. Wisdom, courage, higher perception of the environment. Archangel Uriel fully activates this chakra. As he does his work, you might want to ask him to remove any cords of attachment that no longer belong to you. And then we move to the navel chakra. So this was added to the physical chakras. It is bright orange. We used this incredible chakra in Atlantis, and it's known as the community chakra. Breathe and sense and feel it. Archangel Gabriel oversees the development of this chakra and fully anchors into it. It connects everything, every person, animal, and insect, and 7.4 billion people on Earth, unifying all of us on a planetary level. Relax and breathe into this energy center. Here, breath is really important. Feel it expanding and anchored. Smoothly move into the sacral chakra. Below it, a beautiful, soft, translucent pink, rose pink, transcendental love, family relationships, partnerships. Breathe and feel. Archangel Gabriel lights up and activates, clears and anchors this chakra. Anything you want removed, allow it to be cleared away. Diamond light fills this chakra, expanding it. Now we move to the base. Here at the bottom of our spine is swirling platinum color. Archangel Gabriel lights it up and anchors it for you. Fifth dimensional frequency, which is pure love, from the Antakarana bridge, which bridges up above your head to the stellar gateway. Light comes down to anchor in your base. Say to yourself, I am my higher self, 3 times. I am my higher self. I am my higher self. Be fully present now in your 5th dimensional self. Now to the soles of your feet, the earth star. See a ball of hematite. Below the balls of our feet, the energy goes down. Here we see the gold star seal of Atlantis. Archangel Sandalphon feels it buzzing in the soles of our feet. From the soul star again, 6 inches above our head, lights this up and brings the energy all the way down to the bottom of our feet. Allow yourself to be grounded into the matrix of the planet. Allow this energy to go deep, deep, deep into the middle of the earth. 5th dimension, which is the dimension of pure love and compassion, is ready for you. Allow it to anchor you permanently. Your 12 chakras are now fully lit up. Those who are on planet Earth, who are asleep, those who need help, your fully lit chakras can best serve you and everyone just by being you. So thank you for being part of creating world peace for yourself and for the planet. And now go to your heart as we do a little deeper healing meditation. In the heart center, we are now going to ask the energy of the universal Mother Mary, her beautiful energy, and the archangels all around assisting. For those of us who have had any distress, sadness, anxiety, Mother Mary with her hands takes them and puts them right into your body, holding your heart with so much grace and love. In any situation where you may have had the deepest fear, sadness, and grief, she holds your heart. You are held. And this is to remind you that in any situation where you are ever in need, of real comfort. Her energy can come right into your body, hold your whole heart, hold the energy center of your heart chakra, as if you are a perfect child, perfect baby, being held by the highest unconditional love. This exists in every moment of your life, and so it is. So we thank you, archangels, who have come here today to assist us, to help us learn and experience your energies, and to learn about the fifth dimension, which is moving up from living as a 3D, third dimensional human being who is reacting all the time, but now embracing the possibility of living a 5D, a fifth dimensional life, which is mostly coming from our heart. And though we may revert to reaction, we know where we want to come back to the center and experience the peace of coming from fifth dimensional energy. And when I referred to ascension today, what that means basically is living in our highest frequency. That's it. And how can we do that on a daily basis? So that's pretty much our angel circle for today. I want to thank you all for being here. And for those of you who are here, I am going to be emailing you a 1-card angel message that's specifically for you. And I'll get that to you tomorrow. If you have a specific question, you could send it to me by email, or I will just channel what card message wants to go to you. And I also want to let you know that my prices of my 1-hour sessions, I had to increase, so it's $144. But anyone who would want to book a session from being here tonight gets to have it at a discount for $100. So that's what's available for you who've attended tonight. And I saw a chat message, I think, from Julia, asking if a recording of this is going to be available. I think that's what the question was. I briefly looked at it when it came up. A recording will be available, but there's going to be I'm going to request a small fee for it. So thank you so much for being here tonight. I really felt the presence in this small group. I felt it's much more powerful being a small group. And if you have any requests of what I might do in the future in regards to teaching about angels, archangels, feel free to email me that also. All right. So I think we're going to end it with that. I thank you so much for being here. Yeah, thank you very, very much. And I know whenever I commit to putting this in my calendar, it serves me so greatly. So I want to put that out for you. If you've ever thought about being a teacher of any spiritual topic or anything, put it in the calendar and do it, because life is going to happen all around you. And it's like my place of serenity that I knew I could go to while the world is going crazy around me. So, and I do mentorship coaching also, if that's what you want. So it's so good to see my regulars here and to meet the new people. Next time I'll see your faces, maybe Julia and Debbie, and have a beautiful, beautiful evening. So we'll see you soon.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
See you later.
See you later.
Here I am. Thank you.